Today on My Grandpa's Train, I am going to begin the restoration of my Model 9B transformer. This will be mostly a teardown and assessment of the work needed to be done. Let's begin. This is a 150 watt transformer and it doesn't work. There's a few things wrong with it. The first thing I'm going to do, or at least start, is removing this long power cord. It's, I'd say 10-15 feet long, and it's way too thin. So let's start by, now we're going to power it on first. As we can see, we have an indicator light, pilot light, but nothing comes through at the output terminals. None of them. They're all dead. And I suspect it is because the reset button is jammed. So my other transformers that resemble this had that issue as well, where the reset buttons were stuck, they were seized up tight, and it was preventing it from working. Also, there is something, yeah, that's not good. So I've got my parts bin. This is very handy to store parts in when it, so that I don't lose things. And we'll go from there. So let me grab my screwdriver and we'll start at it. Okay, there's our base with that chunk of whatever was rolling around in here. Ooh, this has got a smell. Smells like old enamel. So here's, ooh, yikes. This is our original power cord. This one is completely dried up and cracked. And I'm going to be replacing all of this, so we'll just go like that. Get rid of this thin brown one. So these two terminals here on this end are the base post, and they're wired to this heavier covered wire. So this is our ground. And these two thin ones in the middle are the variable 15 volts, and then this large one over here is the constant 15 volts. So these two are tied together. So this is effectively one transformer with two sets of outputs. Yeah, so here's our yep, I think that was it. So I just popped it up. It's in, out. We'll check it for shorts. I think the easiest way to handle this is to just desolder the wires going to the case, and then this assembly will be free on its own so that I can work on it. Alright, I'm going to desolder these wires and we'll come back. So far I've got the base post out and I've labeled it, and the B post out and I've labeled that as well. I may have mentioned this before, but if you're trying to desolder old solder and it's not melting, what you want to do is add new solder to the old solder. That way it will melt a lot quicker and you won't burn anything. See, this one loosened up right away. There we go. and I'll get the rest of these finished. Okay, all of the wires are unsoldered from this case. You can see all the crumbs that were falling out of there from the old dried up cracked power wire. That would have been a safety hazard. All right, this is ready to head to the sink to get its bath, and set that aside while I dig into the transformer a little further. Now, I'm not going to worry about relabeling these other two wires because I know exactly what they are. This is the base post, this is the plus 15, this one is the B side, and therefore this one is the A side. This is interesting. So the base post goes to this side of the circuit breaker. That's interesting. This is our power in. This line goes to the switch. So there's on-off switches on the high voltage side. Then it goes directly back up to here into the transformer. So here's our transformer in. And that means this is the negative side, or common. And our 15 volts out comes from this tap off the transformer, which heads to, yes, this is the pilot light, so we get 15 volts here. So in theory, I should have been getting 15 volts off of the track side as well. Well, what we'll do next, I suppose, let's pull this wire off and do some continuity checking. I want to get at this side here. Okay, so yeah, cloth protected wires. Just cut it off there. So here I'm just doing continuity checking. I'm not even going to worry about testing voltages. I want to make sure there's no short circuits. I think you need that clamp. There you go. Okay, so the primary winding on the transformer is good. That is excellent. Actually, I can test our on-off switch as well this way. Yep. So on-off switch works perfectly good. So our base post. Okay. So it looks like that is working correctly. Now I can check the circuit breaker this way. Yep. So my suspicions are confirmed. The circuit breaker is just a little sticky, and I think that's all it's going to need to get it back into operating order. So what I'll do next is get this set up so I can clean the contacts underneath these guys. These are, that one goes way too far off. That one stops where it's supposed to, which is good. So this one might need a little repair. Okay. This concludes part 1 of the 9B transformer repair. In part 2, I will show you how I repaired the circuit breaker and made it operational again. Remember to subscribe if you like these videos and help out my channel by leaving a like and a comment.
and thanks for watching.